Hey guys, what's up? It's Igor here, guys. Today I want to talk about the new immigration program, the one that's another way to get into Canada. It's amazing. Canada has more and more stuff for people to come here, to stay here, to immigrate. Immigrate means permanent residency, so you can actually stay anywhere and live anywhere in Canada. My God, it's bright. Whew. And it's so cold. Let me start by saying, guys, why I did not record much videos and why my camera is about to die again, even though the battery was full. It's because it's been minus 30 degrees, close to minus 40, with wind chills. Basically with wind, it's feels like minus 40. And believe me when I say there is no pleasure of going outside recording anything in this kind of weather conditions, guys. Alright, now let's talk a little bit about this immigration program. Right after I change the battery in the camera because it's so cold, the camera dies. This is Canada, guys. Another battery. Let's do it. Guys, I'm back with a new battery pack and these gloves are no good. It's so cold. Don't trust the sun in Canada because it's deceiving. It feels like it's really good and it's beautiful, but it's just really cold. So the program that I'm about to tell you is called Atlantic. No, not Atlantic. I mean, it's Rural Immigration Pilot Program. For those of you whose English is not the first language and you get confused just like I did before, it's not related to airlines. There are no pilots and it's just a name like that. Basically, it's a program for rural places like villages, remote locations all over Canada where there are not enough people and they want to bring people because nobody wants to live there because it's far away from the facilities, far away from everywhere, and people usually tend to move out from there. So let's bring more immigrants. That's how they started it. Alright? It's just a new program, they just implemented it, and really, let me pull up some information for you here. I printed it out. I'm not going to pretend like I am a lawyer, at least not yet. If I ever get my immigration license, if I ever decide to do that, I'll post it under the video. So that's about the pilot program. The Rural Northern Immigration Pilot was developed to help spread the benefit of economic immigration. Basically, what they're saying is it's going to be it is a program, like it's already implemented, my God, it's called, for people who want to stay in those places, to bring immigrants. So all those rural places, communities, have to fall under certain criteria. So they can say to the government that we need more immigrants, we need more people here, we have enough jobs, and we need more people because we can hire anyone. The population is just not enough. And this way the government would approve it, they would look at it and say, hey, you're right, here you go, you can get some immigrants here. Thank God, guys. I'll make this video real short because my hands are freezing. Alright, here's the paperwork, guys. The requirement is this, that the community has population of 50,000 people or less, be located at least 75 kilometers from core metropolitans, from bigger cities, up to 200,000 people, and be considered to remote from other large cities using Statistics Canada. So for rural places in provinces like Alberta, British Columbia, Manitoba, Northwest Territories, Nunavut, Ontario, Saskatchewan and Yukon. See, guys, so basically what happens is this. Let me tell you, those communities that there are more requirements, such as there has to be an access to facilities, to healthcare, so that you're not going to go to some place where there is nothing, okay? The government of Canada wants to make sure that immigrants going there are going to some decent place. Give me a moment, guys, I just want to put the gloves, so freaking cold, my God. And you want to come here. And I don't blame you, it's a nice place, one of the best places to live in the world, by the way, according to 2019 research and everything, statistics. If you want to come to Canada so desperately that you are willing to leave far away from metropolitan cities, probably in one of the coldest locations. Believe me, where I'm right now, it's not the coldest, okay? With wind chills minus 40, 45 sometimes, but really it's minus 30 on the, on the scale, Celsius. But there are territories right now in Alberta, like territories in the northern Alberta, where the temperature is like minus 45 right now, and with wind chills it's like minus 50 something. It's cold. So if you're willing to live in one of those places, if you're so desperately wanting to come to Canada, this program might be for you. Now, how it's going to work is communities from those provinces that we just mentioned, they would be able to apply to the government of Canada and say, hey, please, can we get more immigrants? That's how Canada needs immigrants. It's a small country. Well, it's a small country in population, but a big country, second world's biggest country geographically. And we, because I'm getting my citizenship soon, we need more people here for economical purposes, for really selfish economical purposes, because immigrants are really good workers, and those places where they find a shorter labor force, where people are needed. And I wouldn't go there. Me living in Canada, I don't want to be living in a rural place, but for some people who just want to come to Canada and they don't care where they're going to settle. Plus, after you get your immigration done, don't forget that Canada has freedom of mobility, and you can go anywhere you want in Canada. No one can hold you in those rural places, alright? It's a constitutional thing, guys. So, I hope this is helpful. How it's going to work, we are yet to find out. From those provinces, this is a really new program. It's a big leap, and we'll see how it goes. It's a good news that they started it, but we would have to wait and see how government of Canada is going to put it in place, is those regions, how they're going to announce where people are needed, and be fast, guys, because as soon as it opens up, I'm sure people are just going to jump into getting there sooner than later, because it's easier to get in. Once you're in, you can always relocate. Some of you would say, hey, maybe I'm going to stay there longer. They want you to stay. Once you settle down, you get a mortgage, you get a place to live, you got a job, it's more difficult to move because you're already in Canada. But at the same time, once you have the paperwork, you're in, you can go anywhere you want, and that might be an option for you guys. Of course, government of Canada did this not for you to live that places, but they cannot hold you there. Freedom of mobility. I was just doing, or if I'm saying it correctly, was just doing the testing. I know a little bit now about Canada. Guys, I want to thank you so much for watching. I want to remind every one of you that I am not an immigration consultant as I'm recording this video. And just so the Canadian government is not going to investigate me for something I'm not doing, because it's not legal to, consult anyone on immigration purposes without a licensing. If you have an immigration lawyer, check their license. Go to the website and make sure it's active. Don't get scammed, don't get tricked. There were cases of people in Vancouver, I can make a separate video about it, where an immigration lawyer, fake immigration lawyer, was caught, and now they're going 5 years back and going after people's citizenships and their permanent residencies and everything, because lots of those people lied on their applications, and the lawyer was not a lawyer. And it's a huge case, it was on news and everything. Some guy from China had a huge agency all over Vancouver and branches in China. My God, I cannot believe this happened, but it happens. Check the license of anyone who is representing you guys. Thank you so much. Smash the like button, don't forget to smash it, because I'm doing it in cold. That's why I was not recording much videos. It's too cold to vlog. Today at least it's sunny. You'll see you in the next video. Have a good one, people. Guys, have a good one. See you in Canada if you're not yet here.